Hey Taurus, welcome to your January 2022 reading. This is not going to resonate with every Taurus out there, and if it doesn't, come back next month and let's try it again, all right? Or hopefully you can find you a reader that is telling your story, because it's fun. It's real fun when you are, when someone is reading for you, okay? And they are picking up on your energy. So this is not going to resonate, like I said, with every Taurus out there. Also, the card reading that you guys got is very similar to the Capricorn reading, and that's why some people read like all the earth signs together, all the water signs together, you know, stuff like that. All right, Taurus. I hope all is well with you. Thank you for being so patient. This is what somebody wants to say to some Taurus out there. They want to say this: I want to be more than friends. Child, I want you. Child, you don't know how hard it was to let you go. Child, it's time for me to heal now. I feel that way about a Taurus. It was real hard to let go. Because, you know, Tauruses are generally, the women at least, they just automatically feel like a wife. You know, even when they're not trying. A Taurus woman may actually say, this time I am not going to give him wife duties as a girlfriend. But, you know, she's the queen of coins, and that is the wife. So, you know. So, the card that represents the Taurus year for 2022 was the Major Arcana card that represents Taurus for 2022 is just like the Capricorn, the Emperor. This is the fourth trump card. 4 represents the house and the houses. The 4 represents stability, family, right? The Emperor is a card, home. The Emperor basically is a card that represents stability and security in business and in life. I've seen this come in the form of a husband. A lot of times, me personally as a reader, if the Emperor comes up in a woman's reading and she's single, it's either a married man or a man who wants to marry her. Sometimes it could represent like an older mentor. It's a successful businessman in many cases, usually an Aries, could possibly be a Scorpio since Mars ruled both, but it can be anybody. It could represent a man who, for instance, has good credit and they can get a house, they can provide for you. I knew a woman who pulled the Emperor card, and it represented a Pisces who came into her life, who moved her from LA, from the projects, well, not the projects, just a very scary area in LA, and he moved her to Dallas, Texas, where he moved on the outskirts of Dallas, purchased a house, not anything to write home about, but I would live there, right? Purchased her a house. The son got into a real good school where they were building DNA blocks, which is way different than Los Angeles, you know. So it's just that he was an asshole, you know, and sometimes the Emperor is an asshole. And I'm sorry that the lady in the Capricorn reading had a problem with that. You know, she was like, I don't like the way you're describing the Emperor. This just messed up the whole reading. So I just blocked her because I don't have time to be irritated like that. It's like, if you're not mature enough to understand that when you look at a reading, you may not hear things that you like, then I suggest you know, go do something else, all right? But the Emperor can be an asshole. He is very authoritative. It's his way or the highway. And other times the emperor is like for instance, I don't know if you remember Portia being married to Cordell. Is that his name? He was kind of like an emperor. It's my way or the highway. Don't talk to me like that. Go sit down, you know, or kind of like, he's a man's man. Otherwise, the emperor could represent just like an older man, right, who really cares a lot about you, and this older man wants to make you his significant other. And usually this older guy or this person, you could be the older person, somebody has the means to provide stability. Number 4, stability and security to your home or into your life. They have the means to bring order to your life, right? But then again, I knew this 26-year-old Capricorn who just purchased a house for her and her 2 children, and she pulled the emperor. So, you know, child, we waited the whole year for the emperor to come, and we both was like, I think you the damn emperor, girl. So in her case, she was creating number 4, stability and security and order in her home and in her family's life. I've also seen the emperor pull to represent someone who had a staffing agency who was making 6 figures a year. But I've also seen it pull to represent SSI, Section 8. You know, it's like there was this woman who lived in efficiency apartments her whole life, and we asked, was she going to get Section 8, and she pulled the emperor, and she did. She's still on Section 8 as a matter of fact, right? So in her case, the emperor represented a steady source of income or a steady source of security coming from an established place like the government, right? So basically, I feel that 2022 shows you being established, like the Capricorn, paying your bills, able to provide for yourself, either through the government, like SSI, Section 8, you know, either through that or through a husband. You guys are combining your incomes, and maybe you guys come up together. It could be you start a business, or you get a new job that enables you to, you know, pay $1,500 a month. You know, that ain't nothing in the Bay Area. Shit, in the Bay Area, $1,500 might give you a bathroom, you know, but whatever. So in other cases, like I told the Capricorn, the emperor could already be a married man, right? And honestly, I'm not trying to burst your bubble, but this is like the worst card to pull if you're trying to get a married man to leave his wife and have a relationship with you, right? Unless you are really coming with something extraordinary, right? Like unless you're Rihanna or Beyonce, and you know, even Beyonce put on the table what she could bring besides a big booty and a pretty face. She was like, I can get your songs played on the radio station. I can do that for you, right? See, being married for this emperor gives him status and a certain level of respect as a businessman. People, for some reason, you can Google it, they just feel like married people are more stable and established, and so it engenders a sense of respect and status in business and in the community, which is everything for the emperor. And he's not going to get a divorce because it may hurt his money and it may hurt his status. This is a family man. This is the worst card to get if you're trying to pull a married man, because this man is not going anywhere at all, right? Your challenge is the Hierophant. So you're the challenge, and this the challenge could also be that you're dating someone who wants to be your man, or you want to be that person, but you guys are not committing. They're not taking it to the next level, or they're not quite asking for marriage. Or if you're dating a married man, the challenge is that he's already in a spiritual and committed union with either a Taurus or someone else who he has no plans on leaving. Did you know that in some instances, in some really conservative states, if an actor on TV gets a divorce, some sponsors leave. They don't want to support the actor anymore. I don't know what it is about being married that makes people believe that you are stable and stuff. I don't know. I really don't. So anyway, what don't you see coming? So yeah, so for those of you who are interested, who will meet this man that wants to marry you, you are the obstacle. You are the challenge. It's up to you to decide if you want to get married. It looks like the ball is in your court. So it looks like the guy is kind of bossy. And yeah, the emperor is bossy, and he kind of tells you what to do a lot. He's ultimately the authority in the relationship. Like, he's a man's man. And this Capricorn had a problem, or somebody, I don't know what sign she was, somebody in the Capricorn reading had a problem with me describing the personality of the emperor. If you have a problem with hearing things that you don't want to hear, you may not want to watch tarot card readers, or you might want to find someone who is telling you what you want to hear, okay? But the Emperor, Capricorn, is an asshole, whether you like it or not. All right? All right. So yeah, this guy, I couldn't be with him, but a lot of women like men like this, because usually you want to have sex with them because they're in control, and they know how to make it happen for you. You know what I'm saying? But they're just a little too bossy for me. But yeah, I know Capricorns I know Tauruses who are being taken care of by a lot of men. I know a lot of Tauruses that are taken care of because they're wives. Naturally. The card that represents Taurus is the higher level of commitment. People want to marry Tauruses, and it's just how it is. I know y'all got a lot of haters, but that's just how it is. All right, so what doesn't Taurus see coming in January? What doesn't Taurus see coming in January? Oh, the Knight of Cups. Somebody may ask you to be their boyfriend or girlfriend, right? Looks like some of you may get a proposition from someone that you do not know. Or if this is your person, it looks like they are going to be sweeter and really romantic in January for some reason. Let's see, what's another interpretation of the Knight of Cups? You could be interested in someone else besides your primary partner, or someone who you were not anticipating may come into your life. You may offer romance to someone else, okay? But it looks like there's romance that you don't see coming. So if you're single, somebody was like, look, I'm single, I don't want to hear it. So those of you in the community pages who are asking about your jobs and your security with the Emperor, you're going to be real fine. But I got to admit, I got to be honest with you, I did see the Five of Wands that jumped out with the Emperor. So there's going to be a lot of healthy competition, all right? Healthy competition. And different points of views. People may have a different idea about how they want to do things that really differ than how you want to do things. So you guys may have a little bit of friendly banter, Fortunately, it wasn't the Five of Swords that fell out with the Emperor. It was just the Five of Wands. The Five guys are not that serious. They're not like 10s where it's like an end of a cycle. You know, they're kind of like just regular issues in a relationship. All right, what is the past, the recent past for you? Oh, the 5 of coins. So you were feeling left out in the cold by somebody. I don't know if somebody left you. This could be finances, that you are really concerned about your finances. There was one woman who said that her company is shutting down and she's almost certain that she's not going to have a job. But with the Emperor, it looks like you're going to be fine, more than fine, in fact. All right. This could also, did I say this could represent an Aries or a Scorpio? I don't know, but it could be any sign. All right. So your present is the High Priestess. Some of you are dealing with a Pisces. And I know a Taurus who is dealing with a Pisces who like really puts her down a lot. I can see why somebody would go out of their way for a Taurus and get them a house and a car. I mean, because they're, like I said, they're just natural wives. But it's kind of like he just puts her down all the time, and it's so hurtful to hear him call her chubby and, you know, I should have kept your ass in the ghetto, you ain't shit, you know. So she doesn't want to marry him because he's abusive, you know, and he makes her feel less than. The 5 of coins. So because he treats her so bad, she has ads up on the internet to meet other guys, you know. But he does provide. He is the Emperor. But the Taurus is saying no to the marriage. Dasha, stop it. Dasha, stop it. The Taurus is saying no to the marriage because of how he treats her, right? And I see the King of Cups. I feel like there's a very strong possibility that somebody is dealing with a Scorpio. And it looks pretty good if it's with a Scorpio. Okay? I just feel like somebody is not sure in 2022 if they want to marry the person that wants to marry you. Okay? Otherwise, let me clarify I definitely feel, see, I don't know how many different energies there are here. Let's look at the Hierophant. Let's clarify this, okay? The answer is the King of Cups. So that's a man who wants to get married, and someone who is emotionally ready to go through the ups and the downs of any relationship. They have had a lot of experience, so they know when to be quiet. I feel really calm and peaceful right now. And I'm getting intuitively that if you have had a problem with your mate, that you guys either may enter into therapy. So sometimes the Hierophant is a teacher, right? You guys could enter into therapy, or you can, somebody might take medicine. It looks like your person comes in as your mate, but they just don't know how to be a husband. You know, they don't know how to be a husband. But, you know, it's kind of like that Pisces. He loves the Taurus more than he loves himself, because I've seen it. But he's jealous of her, I guess. He's terrified that she's going to leave him for somebody else. So he just puts her down and stuff all the time. I don't know what the hell that is. But yeah, let's take a look. So I definitely feel like there is, for some of you, a man or a woman coming. Very strong water placements. I also see very strong fire. Yeah, this person could live at a distance. Okay. But I do feel like they will send you love messages. This may, like the Capricorn, this may go kind of fast, right? Yeah. And some of you may have a drinking problem that you need to deal with. Like, I know one Taurus who didn't marry the Libra because he drinks too much. He wanted to marry her, but it's going to be you who decides whether or not you're going to get married to this person, if this resonates with you. He drinks too much, and when he drinks, he becomes really nasty to her. And, one day he told her, get out, right? And so she was like, I'm out. Some of you could be having a drinking problem. Some of you could be suffering from depression, all right? You just feel some inertia. You just are kind of like disconnected, or you don't feel spiritually connected to this person, oh, yes, you do, the Lovers. All right. You feel spiritually connected to one of these people. Right. But maybe one of the people that you feel spiritually connected to can't provide you like the person that, you are dealing with right now. But I see multiple people in liking you and offering you an opportunity to have something romantic. Okay, and it looks like it's not just sex, because the Four of Coins is here. They want to hold on to you, right? I see a Sagittarius coming into your life who's going to feel like you're their soulmate, right? Some of you could have gotten out of a relationship with somebody, right? Because they made you feel left out in the cold. Some of you, just kind of felt like your needs weren't getting met in this connection. So you made a final judgment about this connection. You would have stayed if and it looks like you want to reconcile. And I do see that there are other people that are here, either in your life or their life. They see it as being over, all right? Whoever that resonated with. So in the present, some of you are with the Pisces, or you're single and you're just trying to get yourself together. I see you doing very well financially, again, with the King of Pentacles. Right? Some of you are with a Pisces and you're in an established relationship, maybe with a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. The Pisces card just turned upside down. So your Pisces could be coming at you reckless, right? This is also the High Priestess is the element of water. So there's somebody who is in your heart that moves you emotionally. Maybe this is the person you want to be with. Some of you are in an established relationship. I do feel like some of you could be moving. Somebody asked about their living situation. Looks like you're going to be moving towards the sun. So it looks like you're going to be moving towards a very happy situation. I know a Taurus whose mother, why did the mother go with the sister? I know a Taurus, the mother just kind of, I don't know why she went with the sister, but the Taurus got Habitat for Humanity on the mother's broken down house, and or something like that, and they fixed up her house, and now the Taurus is going to be moving in with her mom, and she's going to take care of her mom because her mom's mind is slipping, right? It's going to be a sacrifice, right? It's going to be a sacrifice, but I definitely feel like either towards the end of the year, or definitely it's like the cup, the back is kind of turned to opposite of you a little bit, but it's a very strong card, the King of Cups, but it takes time to get here. But for some of you, I definitely feel like you will meet somebody who wants to get married or who wants to have something real, but I don't know if you want what they want, because it looks like the challenge is a higher level of commitment with the Taurus, and this is your card. You're coming in as the challenge. So you could be with the Pisces. Some of you are with the Pisces for sure, but you have other women. Some of you have an established relationship, but you have others on the side. I feel like it looks like those of you who are with the water sign, you really love this water sign. I see a Gemini here. I definitely feel like For some of you, what you don't see coming is somebody new out of the blue that's going to offer you something to do, someone to talk to, a friend, a real good friend too. For others of you, you will continue in this relationship that you are in, and there's a very strong possibility that it could lead to something else. It could lead to something else. All right, so there is a Taurus who's dating a Libra. Yeah, I feel like you guys are going to, right, okay, so anyway, there's a Taurus dating a Libra, and she wanted to know where it was going to go from here. A Taurus is dating a Libra, and she wants to know where their relationship is going. And Two of Swords, The Libra is unsure and unclear once again, and indecisive about what he or she wants to do with this connection, right? You do make them happy. And the final out, the Ten of Pentacles, wow. So there's a very strong possibility that it could lead to something long-term and stable. Okay. So there were, was there anybody else? Somebody else? All right, let's move on. So let's look at your chart. Somebody with a V in their name. I see somebody dancing, maybe in a video. I see a Libra in your life. Next to the Libra in your life was two hearts. So you and a Libra could be getting established. And with the seat here, like taking a seat, you may be growing roots with a Libra, it looks like. Is there any other sign in here? Well, that's the strongest sign. I see mom and me. So your mom may play a big role in your life in January. And some of you are pregnant with the tree of life. All right. So let's see what your person wants to say to you, but too afraid to say. What does your person want to say to you, but they're too afraid to say? I lost myself for a little while. I feel you leaving me behind. Just being near you is intoxicating. Wow. We gonna show enough finish this at Vimeo or at my website. The last question that we will ask before we leave is, single Tauruses, how is your person feeling about you in January? In some cases, your person feels like you are the bomb. You are the Queen of Wands, which is, let me make sure, which is nobody else takes your place. You are, like I told you, a lot of people want to marry Tauruses, and it's your wife material, that they love you, all right, and you are who they want to spend their life with in some cases. And if you don't know who this is now, the year has just started, all right? So if you resonated with this reading and you'd like to know more, there is an extension to this reading. What is that shit? The link is in the description box at the top of the comment section. It will say click below for the Taurus January 2022 reading. I hope it resonated. If not, I hope you find a reader that has your story. Taurus, thank you so much for being patient. Thank you for watching, and God bless.